And welcome back. This segment is our final word segment. It's brought to you by English Mountain Spring Water. Nothing better for your body than water. Water, the way nature has provided it for millennia. I love using the word millennia. English Mountain Spring Water, a naturally alkaline water, bubbles up from a deep and ancient aquifer in Dandridge, Tennessee, always pure with no aftertaste. Ryan, you're a believer in English Mountain Spring Water.
I get it at home. It's fantastic.
There you go. I get it at home too. It's really good. Once you have it and you realize there's no aftertaste, it's hard to go back to other waters because you taste an aftertaste.
It has ruined other bottled water for me, seriously. I can't drink like the big brand stuff anymore. It's so...
They're going to start paying you.
Yeah.
That's good. Ryan Callahan loves it.
This is big brand.
English Mountain Spring Water. Trust me, it is good stuff. It really is. Visit them online or give them a call to see if they can deliver to your area and then to taste it for yourself. You'll be as impressed as I was. My first thought was, it's water. And then they handed me a bottle and looked at me and I said, there's no aftertaste. Exactly. They knew. So, English Mountain Spring Water. That was a long plug for them. Guys, normally no school would want bad NCAA violations, okay, because you don't want the sanctions to be bad. I get that. Tennessee is in a case right now, though. I think they'll be better off because sanctions will only last for a finite amount of time. If it turns out that Tennessee looks like they fired Jeremy Pruitt just to get out of, they just wanted to deduct the check. They dined and dashed. They didn't want to pay him a buyout, so let's blow up the program. That's the kind of thing that could ruin your reputation with coaches for years and years. And your reputation already sucks. So I think you'd be better off if it turns out coaches can look at what Jeremy Pruitt did and they go, oh, well, okay, yeah, they had to. I think that would be a better fit than, oh, it's small potatoes. We're going to skate on the sanctions. I'd rather take the sanctions and avoid the black eye that could last forever. Am I wrong on that? What are your thoughts on the importance of this not looking trivial when the sanctions are revealed?
I think you want him to be stunning, but not too stunning, right?
Here's the quoting Donde Plowman.
Yeah, exactly. And the other part of that equation is that if it is, quote, small potatoes, then what's your justification of withholding the $12 million plus that you owe Pruitt? Right. That's going to help Pruitt's case, right, on trying to recoup some of that money. But I do think you want it to be serious enough to where there are sanctions, there are scholarship reductions, but not too serious.
Yeah, you don't want to get nuked. But
right.
But at the same time, you've taken so many steps, you're probably not going to get destroyed, you would hope. I just think if it turns out you did this, and there's still people saying, hey, it's just a matter of they were picking up the hotel bills for kids on unofficial visits. If that's it, you're going to look awful. You're going to look really, the money you've spent, the turnover you've had, you're going to look like fools. So you'd be better off if it turns out, no, those guys that were suspended, they had some cash coming their way, and they were doing this and that. Thoughts on that, Ryan, Josh?
I mean, I generally don't think it's going to be small potatoes, but I will say, I mean, there's some truth to what you're saying. Now, I will say Tennessee also has seen things like this over the years, and when the administration changes hands as much as it has at Tennessee, you can sort of, if Donde Plowman's not here in a few years or something like that, you can always just blame it on past administrations and say, oh, well, that was the old regime, not us. So, I mean,
Tennessee has a lot of history of that.
Yeah, so there's some truth to that, but at the same time, like, I don't think you want a 2-year or 3-year bowl ban. If you can avoid it, I still think you want to avoid it.
I think they actually have a template just saved in their document folder.
Yes. Here you go. It was Donde Plowman's fault. You just fill in her name in the blank.
Yeah, I kind of go back to the last couple of segments, though. If you go to utsports.com, you pull up the roster and you look at where it is, and then you look at recruiting and what Tennessee's going to need to do over the next couple of years. How many scholarships is this going to cost you? Because you got some rebuilding to do. So, yeah, maybe it comes back to stunning, but not too stunning, not too many scholarships. Do you bring Josh Heupel in and say, how many can we give up here and you still can survive?
Yeah, I guess I'm dealing from a place where the NCAA would look at it and say they've taken these steps. We're not going to beat them up any harder. We knew this was going to be serious. They said it was going to be serious. Yeah, obviously, if they come in and say, oh, no, we're going to have to give you the death penalty.
Only at Tennessee, though, can we have the conversation. Might they be better off with these, with these allegations and infractions being worse than expected?
Yeah, really. Because right now, since no one knows what's going on, clearly I think coaches are wondering what the heck you're doing. Why did you fire this guy?
The cloud itself is a problem right now.
Well, again, you've got Will Wade still coaching at LSU, and we know he was caught on FBI wiretaps talking about offers he'd made. So coaches are going to look at this Jeremy Pruitt thing. Why did you get out of this buyout?
Yep.
You know, what were you doing? So I just think you'd be better in terms of future coaching hires, and you know there will be, you'd be better off if they don't look at it and say, that's the place that blew itself up just to get out of a paying Pruitt. Just my theory. All right, Ryan Callahan, Jimmy Himes, Josh Ward. Thanks, guys. Thanks, all of you, for being here. Thanks for the great plug for English Mountain Springwater. It's honest. Thanks to you for watching, and we invite you to visit all of our sponsors. Take care of us on that front. Have a happy Valentine's Day. See you next time.